Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peace, and today's video is all about how to use Instagram marketing for your small business and also just how to generally grow your Instagram following. So for me, I have an online e-commerce business, and before I kind of dabbled in ads and email marketing, I solely used to use Instagram, and it's such a powerful platform. It's free, so I just think it's really beginner friendly. So just as a disclaimer, I'm not planning to go into the generic tips of being consistent and just posting like nice pretty pictures. Like, that's a given. Be consistent with everything I'm gonna say, but these are the tips that I feel like not enough people talk about, and I've definitely seen real tangible results, because this is what we are about over here. Yeah, that's enough of an intro. Let's get right into it. So my first tip is literally approaching your Instagram the same mindset you would your website, which is that this is basically your shop. The same way in real life, you're going to make your shop look nice. You're going to make it really easy for the people to navigate your shop and to find what they're looking for. You want to do the same thing on your website and the same thing with your Instagram. So one of the key tips I can give you is making it really easy for people to find whatever it is you're promoting. So if you're posting a product or service on your main feed on Instagram, you want to have a link in your bio to either a link tree, or if your website lets you list different links, you want to make sure the top link is whatever you put in your latest post. So this just gives your customers a really seamless user experience, which is the same thing you want to be doing with your website. So you want to make it really, really easy. So when people look at your picture, they can go to the caption. There should be a call to action in there to direct them to your link. And in your link, the top link should be shop our latest post, or shop whatever the product or service is that you want to promote. My second tip is all about hashtags. I think people know about hashtags. I don't think people realize the power of hashtags. So I think some people think hashtags don't work anymore. If you want to know whether it's working for you or not, you can go in your insights and look at each post and see how much of the reach you got for that post is coming from hashtags, and you can just keep doing that and generally gauging how much of your reach is coming from hashtags, how much is coming from the explore page, how much is coming from your followers, etc, etc. For me, majority of my reach actually comes from hashtags, so I know that they work. And some of my tips for hashtags are having different hashtag groups. So I don't know how true this is, and when it comes to like algorithm tips, I like to take them with a pinch of salt, because people like to say the algorithm is like they are the author of the algorithm, and I think a lot of it is guesswork. But I do have different hashtag groups, and apparently if you have the same hashtag group you're putting on every single picture, then you can get like, it can come like across like spam to the algorithm. So what I do is I do circulate through different hashtag groups, and I think as well it allows different people to find me. One of my favorite tips when it comes to hashtags, my hack that I literally came up with myself: if you're someone that wants to sell globally, given when with any of your hashtags, no matter where you're selling, you want to be using hashtags that people are actually using to search for whatever it is you're selling, but then you also want to translate that into other languages. Hack. So this is actually how I started to kind of build a presence abroad, and how I started to sell globally. You just want to translate whatever it is you sell. Say for example, you sold eyelashes, you got to translate that into hashtag eyelashes, hashtag whatever eyelashes is in French, whatever eyelashes is in Spanish, whatever eyelashes is in German, like whatever country you want to sell, use whatever words they're using to search for your product in their language as well. Also with hashtags, you want to be using a mixture of potential reach. So if you're a smaller or upcoming business, you don't want to have all your hashtags in a given group having like a million posts in them. So when you search for a hashtag, you can see how many posts are in that hashtag. So you want to have a mixture of hashtags that have like a million reach, hashtags that have tens of thousands of reach, hashtags that have maybe in the thousands. So just like you have potential to reach different audience sizes, if that makes sense. So essentially with your hashtag strategy, you just want to catch as many potential avenues as possible, whether that's reach, whether that's country, whether that's using different terms and different ways to describe things. Like, even sometimes there's spelling mistakes. So for me, that I sell faux locks, some people spell it with Locks, and sometimes I use that hashtag because a lot of people actually are in that hashtag, and there are a lot of posts in that hashtag, and a lot of people using it to search. So listen, it's not a grammar competition. Another tip I have is literally just to bite the bullet and to utilize whatever new feature Instagram has. They're gonna push it out so much more. Like, I'm sure you might have heard this one, to be fair, but Reels. I remember I literally got like 1,000 followers off of one reel. Also, the beautiful thing about Reels is the fact that it like continues to reach people. Like, the shelf life of your average Instagram post or Instagram story, 24 hours, Instagram post, people might find it for another like 2 to 3 days, maybe a week if it gets onto the explore page. But your reels, literally for like a month after I posted it, even up till now, I still sometimes just get people that will like it, comment it, engage with it. And it just really shows you the power of these features that Instagram are trying to promote at a given time. As we know, they're trying to compete with TikTok, so they're putting so much attention on reels. Reels are getting so much more reach. People's pages are literally blowing up from reels. But also, people that aren't really speaking about guides. I posted my first couple of guides I think like last week. I'm going to continue using it because I definitely saw a lot more engagement. Like I literally posted 2 guides in one day. If I posted 2 pictures in one day, I would not be getting the engagement I was getting from like those guides. But I think, again, because it's a new feature, Instagram are a lot more favorable with pushing it out because they want more people to know about the feature. It's obviously works in their best interest for people to use these new features, which is why they're developing them. So you just get in Instagram's good books and do whatever they're putting out there for us to use, and yeah, just continue to expand your reach. But another tip when it comes to Instagram marketing, which is more of a don't boost your posts. Like, do not boost your posts. I used to, a long time ago, I used to do it, and it can get you likes, it can get you followers, but it's just that the amount you spend on boosting your post, if you're doing it for marketing purposes, you could get more ROI with running actual ads through the Facebook Business Manager. So Facebook obviously own Facebook and Instagram. You can run Facebook and Instagram ads through the Facebook Business Manager, and you can literally start with £5 or $5 a day, and you will get so much more return on your investment when you take the time to learn how to run ads that way, as opposed to boosting your posts. Like, it's literally a waste of money. It can bring you, like I said, it can bring you reach, it can bring you awareness. That's a whole nother topic, but just believe me, you're getting way less return on your money from doing it that way. So it's just really worth not spending your money on that, because you could probably use that money on an Instagram influencer and get a better return on investment than you would be boosting your posts with these really like generic and really surface level targeting that they have in the boosted version. Whereas when it comes to the business manager, you can get so much more specific about the audience and how to create something that they actually want to see and they'll actually respond to, and they'll actually bring you a lot more results and a lot more return on your ad spend. So another tip I have is replying to your comments shortly after posting. Side note, I am just someone who always replies to all my comments. That's on my personal page, that's on my business page. I think it's, for the most part anyway, I think it's kind of rude to not to reply to people, especially like potential customers. It's not only rude, but you're literally missing the chance to build community, to help people, to thank them for even taking the time to engage with your post. That's just my opinion. But besides politeness and manners, it's actually really good for building community. You can encourage conversation. You can use it to even understand more about their pain points and how you can help and serve them more, which make you much more effective and impactful business in the long run when you really understand what your customers are struggling with, how to help them, and how your business can serve them better. And also, again, the algorithm tips, who knows, but apparently, and it actually does make logical sense to me, so I actually believe this one. But when you reply to comments shortly after posting, it does help the algorithm because it's showing up as more engagements on your post. So yeah, when you post something, not all your followers see your pictures. You first post it, it's like Instagram shows it to a proportion of your followers, and depending on how that proportion of your followers engages with it, that depends on how much more they push it out. So when you reply to comments and kind of encourage conversation, you're literally just feeding the algorithm more that your post is being engaged with, and this is a post that they need to be pushing out. So for Instagram and literally any social media, their aim is always to get as many people to stay on the app for as long as possible. So whatever you can do to encourage people to stay on it for longer, you're going to be appeasing the algorithm. They're going to be pushing out your content more because your content is bringing them the kind of users, followers, watchers that they need. So replying to comments, it's manners, but it also can encourage Instagram to continue to push your post out more. Yeah, I would really encourage you to test this out. What do you have to lose? Post something. If you're not someone who typically replies within the first half an hour to an hour, or doesn't reply to your comments at all, try out replying to comments, seeing not only what it does for the algorithm, seeing not only what it does for your post reach, but also you're going to see that your customers are happy. Like, I don't know about you, but I love hearing my customers being happy, or like being grateful that I've helped them with a problem, or like it genuinely brings me joy. Like, isn't that the whole point of us starting these businesses, to help and serve people and to provide a good customer experience? Why would I not help them? Why would I not reply to their comments? People are thankful the law of reciprocity. People want to support people that have supported them, or want to help people that have helped them. So just in terms of, I'm getting a bit deep here, but in terms of principles of life, principles of business, principles of marketing, principles of algorithm, from so many angles, reply to your comment. Another tip is also using theme pages in your niche. This is a hit or miss, I'm not gonna lie, because some theme pages have fake followers, some of them have poor engagement. And when I say theme pages, I mean like any page that is kind of like a platform not run by an individual, and they just post a lot of content around a given industry or topic or interest. So yeah, these theme pages tend to be like a lot of reposts of other people's content or memes, just things that really nurture a community for a given interest. And with theme pages, you can either go about it the organic way, which is that for most of them, they'll have in their bio that I'll tag, hashtag, whatever their hashtag is, to be featured or at them in the post. So you can try to get their attention that way. But some of them also do offer paid promo. Again, this is a massive hit or miss, but they tend to be relatively low cost compared to like influencers anyway. And it's worth testing out. Honestly, with everything when it comes to marketing, it's worth testing out because everyone's business is different, everyone's industry niche is different. So yeah, when it comes to theme pages, you want to be really strategic with it. So if you're going to pay for a post on a theme or promo page, you need to really understand your product and what kind of buyer behavior your product or service attracts. So for example, if you have a product that's really like impulse buy, it's low cost, it has viral potential, for example, it's just the kind of thing that people don't need to think about too much when they're making a purchase for something like that. So something like jewelry, like if I see a lovely necklace and it's like £20, $20, I'm not going to think about it that much because it's a necklace. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I don't need to pay anyone to help me install it. I don't need to like look at all the other necklaces on the market. It's pretty, I'm gonna buy it. That's the kind of thing that when you're paying for a promotion on a promo page, you can just kind of go straight in for the sell. Because when I say be strategic, you want to be strategic with what you're writing in the caption, because you'll obviously be able to provide a caption and hashtags. So in your caption, you can just be like, sell the benefits and features of your product, and kind of give them the call to action to visit your website and to purchase. Whereas if you're a product that needs more consideration, then maybe you want to use the promo page as more of an awareness marketing tool, and you want to encourage them to come over to your Instagram page for more inspirational, for more, or to learn more. Or you might want to encourage them to, I don't know, if you have some sort of free opt-in, like if you're a service provider and you have like a webinar that's coming up, or you have like a free guide or whatever you use for your sales process. If you have something that's kind of easy to opt in for, or free or low cost, these are the things that you can put in your caption on a promo page. They don't know you, so you don't want to go in for the sale, be like, buy my £1,000 freelance service, or buy my £400 product that you also need to learn how to use, and all of this you need to get insurance for. Like, if it's something that needs a lot more nurturing, then use those promo pages as the very, very top of funnel, and encourage them to come over to your email list or opt in, or you'll follow your page, and then you can do more nurturing there and continue the buyer's journey there. If you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to things like buyer's journey, then I'm gonna link a video I did about marketing, which speaks a bit more about like the principles. So that is the end of the video. I really hope you found that useful. Please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. If you have any thoughts, any extra tips, anything you feel like I missed out or you're going to start using, let me know. Any video ideas, as usual, please do let me know in the comments. I will leave other useful videos around like marketing and sales in the description bar. I'm also going to leave a link to my newsletter, which I recently started. I just realized that I am really good at finding resources and things that just make running an online business so much easier, and I think it will just be a lot easier for me to share that in a newsletter platform. Yeah, just sharing the kind of marketing and sales knowledge I've picked up, that I've learned from doing it as a career. And yeah, just like a sharing zone. I cannot stress how much I've learned from like YouTube, newsletters, just the internet. I feel like it's a given that I need to give back and do the same, because I know what it did for me. I know what it did for me. I know what, by God's grace, this is going to do for other people. So yeah, if that's something you'd be interested in, I will leave a link in the description bar for that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.